Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Lesson 25. Today we're going to look at the difference between authentic and genuine. Alright, this is another one where both meanings often mean that something is real or true, but again, students will often ask, well, what's really the difference between them? And I'm going to try to point out some clear differences between these two words. All right, so let's look at the first definition. Let's look at authentic. Authentic, something that is known to be true and is of undisputed origin. Yeah, it means maybe they had some experts who originally checked the document, checked the material, whatever it was made out of. Is they tested it with maybe chemicals or they know where it originally came from. In this sense, we say something is authentic. All right, so the second one is made or done in the traditional way. All right, this one we often use with food. We might often use it with a style, like a style of music or a style of dance or something like that. All right, so let's look at the first note here. We often use authentic for paintings, documents, or other works of art that have been proven to be the work of particular people. Yeah, again, paintings, maybe they check the signature, they check the style, they check like the stroke that a painter might do to see if that was really his style, the way he did it. And this way they could tell, where it really came from, if it was really him or not. Same thing with documents, like for example, the Declaration of Independence. Maybe they know each signature that was on there, and they make sure each signature is perfectly correct. They might check the paper to make sure it was, the original type of paper that was used, or if the age of the paper is correct. To make sure that it's really authentic, to make sure it was the real one. That's this maybe originally came from the founding fathers. So the origin is very important when we talk about authentic. That it was the actual real one where it originally came from. Or other works of art. It could be other sculptures. It could be into books or poems or something, and as long as they were original works. Okay, so let's look at the first example. That painting is an authentic Picasso. Again, maybe they checked it. Again, they checked his signature. They checked one of his styles. And if everything kind of looks okay, they might give it the thumbs up. They might give it the okay that it's really a true one. It's authentic one. The experts from that auction house say they have confirmed this painting to be an authentic Vincent van Gogh. Yeah, an auction house, they have to do that. If it turned out not to be authentic, they could get in a lot of trouble. Um, they might get sued. Their image might be hurt in many ways. So an auction house has to do that. They have to have their own experts that they hire to check things like this. So again, this is another case where we're much more likely to be using authentic than genuine in this case. Again, especially the origin of something, where it came from, that it's actually the real one. All right, so let's look at the last example. Like I said here, I went to a restaurant in Chicago that served authentic Taiwanese food. They must have hired a cook who was originally from Taiwan. Yeah, so this goes back to this idea, made or done in the traditional way. So we use it with food a lot. That's authentic French food. That's authentic Greek food. We might use it with some music. Maybe you went to a nightclub and you say, yeah, that band played authentic salsa music. It sounded like really, it came from Latin America or somewhere where salsa music is originally from. In that sense, we say that it is authentic. It's done or made in the traditional way. Yes. So that's the way we look at authentic in that sort of sense. So it's two ways to look at it. So done or made in the original way, or the origin of where it comes from. All right, so let's look at genuine. Genuine also means real, not fake or artificial. Although when it's artificial, probably the focus is more on the materials, to make sure that the materials are real materials. Not so much the origin, where it originally started or where it originally came from. Okay, and we also use it with honest or sincere. Yeah, here I'll also give some examples, especially relating to feelings. We usually use genuine as opposed to authentic when it comes to feelings. All right, so let's take a look at genuine. Look at this note. The word genuine is often used in ads to let someone know that the item is not artificial, that it's not fake, it's not synthetic, it's not made in a laboratory. If we are describing feelings, we will use genuine, not authentic. Okay, good. I made that point before. Um, let's look at the examples. That belt is made of genuine leather. All right, this is in the ads. This is in advertisements to let people know that the material that something consists of, is made of, is the real material. It hasn't been mixed with other things. So in that sense, we use it. So we'll often hear genuine leather. Genuine silk is another one. That kimono is made of genuine silk. That tie is made of genuine silk. That stone is a genuine amber. It means, it's not fake, it's not synthetic, it's not made in a laboratory. So in this sense, we use genuine, especially with things to prove that they are not artificial. That's slightly different than the authentic, where the origin is more important, and maybe that the person who made it is really the real person who made it. So with authentic, that's more the focus. Here, with genuine, the materials that something is made of is more the focus. Okay. All right, let's look. Another example. Jessie had her diamond ring appraised and found out it was not a genuine diamond. All right, again, the material is not right. That would be very sad for some woman to find this out. I don't know where maybe her boyfriend at that time, or maybe possibly who is her husband now, where he got the ring, whether somebody deceived him or tricked him, or maybe he wasn't completely truthful with her. Who knows? But like they say here, it turned out to be cubic zirconia. Yeah, we know that a lot of these artificial diamonds, they can make them to look very, very real. You almost need to be an expert to be able to tell the difference, or a gemologist. You need to be somebody who can study it with a microscope, basically. Um, okay, and let's look at the last example here. That was a heartfelt, genuine apology. Again, this has to do with feelings. We could say, she genuinely loves you. It would be really weird to say she authentically loves you. That doesn't fit. In this case, we definitely would use genuine. She has genuine feelings for you. We wouldn't say she has authentic feelings for you. That would be really kind of strange. Okay, well, I hope that clarifies it. I hope you can really clearly see a difference in the usages now between authentic and genuine. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.